What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and welcome to a video. So, you clicked on this video, or you tapped on the video, whatever you do on your fucking smartphones these days, and tablets and whatever these days, and you want to find out what is better, the pros and cons, and things like that of console gaming and also PC gaming. Well, alright, I'm going to tell you some shit. But also, a little spoiler alert, my thoughts on console gaming and PC gaming, I love them both. I love both console and PC gaming. I love handheld gaming. I love every kind of gaming. Mobile gaming, playing games on your smartphone, tablet, I love that shit. Basically, if it's a video game, I fucking love it. It doesn't matter what platform it's on, doesn't matter what console it is, handheld, whatever. I'll play it. But anyways, with that being said, there are some things that you need to know. Because there's a lot of people that say, oh, well, PC gaming is the master race, it's the best thing ever, there's nothing wrong with it. It's better than that shitty old fucking console gaming that you kids these days are so impressed by. You fucking idiots. Well, hold your assholes, guys and gals, because that is not the case. Console gaming has problems, and so does PC gaming. Console gaming has perks that are somewhat different from, PC gaming, and PC gaming has a lot of perks that are different from console gaming as well. So, they go hand in hand. They're different enough that you need to get both to enjoy a lot of things. And let's start with the first thing. The games. Well, PC gaming... Well, actually, no, let's start with consoles. Consoles, they only mostly have games that they were designed for. PS4 has PS4 games. Yeah, you could do PlayStation Now and things like that and get, PS3 2-in-1 games. But, mostly it's all about PS4, you know what I'm saying? But on PC, oh, damn! Not only do you have PC games, you have emulation as well. NES, SNES, Atari 2600, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, GameCube, Wii, and that is just a small taste of what is to come and to offer on PC. So PC is, the ultimate when it comes to gaming, because it has a lot more options and a lot of better ways to record gameplay for these games. Now we'll talk about recording and applications in the future in this video. So hold on to that thought, guys and gals. But yeah, so PC has that. This is the pros and cons section. The pros section is that PC has a lot of video games. PC has tons and tons and tons of games. Hell, you go to fucking Steam. You go to Steam and the free-to-play section and the early access games. That shit is so fucking huge. You can spend your entire lifetime from the day you're born to now and to the day you die playing free-to-play games on Steam or early access or whatever alone. But what about games that are Steam exclusives? Well, you got those. You got games and things like that. Plus, you got a lot of DLC and a lot of this and that, which, that's fine. But that's only on Steam. There are some games that can only be played through certain means. Like, Zombie Shooter. It can only be played on, GameTop.com. You download that shit, and there you go. But, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Another thing that's great about PC gaming that's better than console is mods. The modifications of certain games are just fucking phenomenal on PC. I love PC gaming because it allows me to have so much customization. For example, Minecraft on PS4, yeah, there's a few mods, a little bit. There's you know, where you can make it looks like emerald armor, emerald things that actually have a use for emerald. You can have different dogs and things like that, maybe cats, who knows. It all depends on the community. But on PC, though, haha, there's like billions and billions and billions of mods for Minecraft alone. But you play games like Doom and Doom 2, like the classic Doom, not the Doom 2016 game. But you have that. You have Skyrim, and those 3 games alone, you're gonna be spending a lot of time playing, you know, with mods. You got the base game, all the DLC and expansions of whatever, all the updates for Minecraft and Doom and whatever. But you also have mods. So you're gonna be spending a lot of time on these games. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. There's games like Call of Duty World at War that have a lot of custom zombies. There is... and going back to Minecraft, it's not just mods. It's a lot of resource/texture packs on, you know, PC. There's a lot... Hell, you can make Minecraft look so fucking realistic. You turn RTX on, and BAM! This game goes from a bloxy, pixelated world like this to a lifelike... You know, if Minecraft were real, pretty much. That's what it would look like. And you know, add different shaders and add different, you know, mods to make the game look better and feel better and this and that. I mean, it's fine. It's fucking awesome on PC. You don't see that shit being on PS4 or Xbox One or the Switch or anything like that. Or hell, even iOS and Android. You don't really see that many mods as opposed to PC, because PC... I mean, it can run a lot more. It's got a lot more capabilities than your iPhone or Android or, you know, console even. So, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do in the PC version of Minecraft and Skyrim and Doom and things like that that you can't do on console. Now, let's take a look back at the PS3 though. Is there any mods for Minecraft on the PS3 or Xbox 360? No, there isn't. Not unless you jailbreak, or you use modded backups where you can get custom skins. But that brings me to another thing. It's not just mods and texture packs in Minecraft. There's a lot of skins. There's like an infinite amount of skins on Minecraft alone. That's on PC. And... need I go on with more Minecraft shit right there? Yeah, Minecraft alone is why you should get a computer for PC gaming. But also, you know, a lot of mods, basically. The PC has console beat by a fucking goddamn, you know, by a fucking landslide mile right there. You know, that shit is the good shit. But, you know, what else? Well, go back to customization. You know, there's a lot of ways you can customize games on PC. Oh, you want to play this game in windowed mode? Okay, you can play it in windowed mode. Oh, you want to play in 1280p? Okay. You want to play a lot of games in this or that? Okay. You can do this or do that in the game? Fine, that's fine by me. You know, do that. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in PC that you can't do in console. Now also, PC gaming a lot of the time has alternatives. You don't want to use that mouse and keyboard of yours? Well, you can use a game controller. You can use like a PS3 controller, PS4, you can use a controller like that. And there you go. You can plug that shit into your computer and you can start using that kind of controller. So, really, there are days that it's not really worth getting a console. But let me tell you something. There are some cons to owning a PC and PC gaming. One of those is, you know, you don't know if your computer can run certain games or not. And what I mean by that is, like, certain games are very demanding. Like Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. Those games are so fucking demanding. You need to have a really good graphics card. You need to have a really good, a really good specs of RAM. You gotta have some good specs in your computer. And, you know, that's going to cost you a lot of money. Oh, I gotta get a GTX 1080 or a 2080 or whatever. Oh shit, that's gonna cost me a couple $100. Oh, I gotta get a lot of RAM. Oh, that's gonna cost me a lot of money too. Oh, this and that, this and that. By the time you spend a lot of money on a computer, or you buy a new computer just to play a game of Doom, which I know what some of you are gonna say, oh, well, you know, if it can run Doom, it can run a lot of other games, and I'm gonna get like a RTX 3080 already, just so I can play every game ever. Well, that's not exactly the case. Sometimes even games won't run then because of shitty programming and whatever. While console gaming, let's say I bought Doom Eternal for the PS4. Well, my friend DJ gave me that. But, you know, that game is designed for PS4. There's no enhancements. I don't need to upgrade my system or upgrade my fucking graphics card or RAM or anything in the PS4 just to play Doom. Because, I mean, it was designed for Doom. Not like you can run graphics cards in here anyway. But you get the idea. I mean, these games were designed for, you know, PS4, the Switch, Xbox, whatever. I don't need to, you know, make sure my console is up to date with firmware and you know, graphics cards and whatever. I don't need to make sure I have the proper means to play Doom Eternal or 2016 or whatever. I mean, come on. Do you really want to spend a couple $1,000s on a computer? Well, I mean, yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, I mean, console gaming is better for that. Because there's not, I mean, a lot of video games were designed, I mean, any game you can play on console, you can play on PC, and vice versa. A lot of games are like that. So, I mean, pretty much the whole point still stands. Like, why not just get the console version instead of worrying about, you know, certain things? Oh, but this got more, you know, like you said before, it's got a lot more customization and a lot more modding. Not every game has modding capabilities. Not every game can be easily hacked or modded into adding custom skins or custom features that were not in the original build. I mean, some games like COD, yeah, you could probably do that. Maybe some Halo. And definitely games like Minecraft and things like that. But, you know, the problem still stands. You have to build a computer or buy a computer that's got, you know, that amount of RAM or storage or whatever. And even then it might not work. And that brings me to my next problem with PC gaming. So many errors. Now, this is both within the computer itself and when you try to build one. Now, this is one reason why I am terrified to build my own gaming computer. All the errors and all the fuck-ups that could possibly happen while doing this. Oh, you don't have enough RAM in your computer. Oh, this graphics card doesn't go with this computer. Oh, you put the fucking SSD in there wrong, and, you know, all that shit. I mean, so there's errors up the ass with computers. That's just building it. What if you actually bought a computer from, like, Amazon, eBay, go to Walmart, or whatever? Well, everything's gonna be fine and dandy, but after a while, there's gonna be some problems, like certain games can't run at all on your computer because you have the wrong version of Windows. Yeah, and that also brings me to my next thing. There's a lot of different versions of Windows. You got Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows NT, Windows 95, 98, 97, 90, fucking 62 billion. Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. You know, you got all that shit. How do you know what games are gonna run on what software or hardware? What operating system? Well, I mean, yeah, you look at the back of the box on your game, and it's like, oh, okay, this could run Windows 2000. But can it really? I mean, some games they say it can do that, but if you don't have the proper version of Windows, like Windows 32X or 64X or something like that, well, you're fucked. Because some games only work on a 32X system. No, not the Sega 32X, but, you know, a 32X version of Windows. 32-bit, 32, 64-bit. I mean, it's the same thing. 32X, bit, same fucking thing, really. But there's a lot of problems with that. So, to avoid that, I recommend just getting a bunch of console games. Like, you know, there are some games that don't really run well on PC, but will run great on console as well. So some games, they don't run well at all on console, but they run great on PC. And vice versa. They don't run well on PC, but they run perfectly and even better than expected on console. So, I mean, either way, it's a tie, you know, for that one. But also, that's a lot of alsoing. Another problem is budget. Now, some people like to say that console gaming is basically for people that have no money. It's like, oh, you don't have enough money to buy a real computer? Well, just get one of them shitty game consoles. Get a fucking worthless PS4. Get a shitty PS5. Get a fucking piece of shit Xbox One. Heh, get on our level, bitch. But nah. I like them all. I love them all. But yeah. I mean, another thing that console gaming has is the exclusives. Now, yeah, there may be some exclusives on PC. You know, some games are only exclusive to you know, Windows or Mac or whatever. Not like Mac has a lot of games anyway. But oh, that was a weird delay. But yeah, I mean, console gaming has a lot of exclusives. You know, Nintendo has Mario, Sony has, you know, whatever the fuck Sony has nowadays. I mean, they got Kratos from the God of War, yeah. And they got Nathan Drake from Uncharted. They got The Last of Us. They have this, they have that. Sega has Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, Sonic is more of a third party now. It used to be that, you know, Sega had Sonic and only really Sonic and things like that, and they didn't put them out for anybody else. But now that they're a third party, it's, yeah. But anyways, I digress. So, and I know what some of you are going to say. Oh, well, I mean, you could just, you know, emulate these games anyway, so they're not really exclusives. I mean, Mario games you can play on fucking PC, all the way from Super Mario Brothers all the way to Mario 3D Land or Mario 3D All-Stars or something like that. Yes, but, however, in some cases, emulation is pathetic. Emulation isn't 100% accurate. Yeah, maybe for the older consoles like NES and SNES, they're perfect for almost every game, if not every game ever. But when we start getting to the GameCubes and the Wiis and, you know, the Wii U's and 3DS's and definitely Nintendo Switch emulation, it's not going to be perfect for every single game. And especially in like games like Mario or Pokemon, it's not going to be accurate to playing it on an actual Switch or PS4 or whatever. And I get it. You can't really play Mario on a PS4. But, I'm just saying in general, you know, what if there was a PS4 emulator and you could play The Last of Us Part 2? Yeah, that's great and all, but most likely it'll have a lot of bugs and glitches that are not in the actual game for the actual console. And imagine playing, you know, I've noticed a few bugs in PS2 games as well that are not in, you know, the actual PS2 game. But the emulation is whatever. And also with emulation, you have to make sure that your computer can run these emulated games. So again, you're gonna have to probably spend a lot of money in buying hardware and software and things like that for your computer to make emulation work. Now let's talk about recording. Let's talk about not just the games, but if you want to do live streaming or recording. Okay, let's do that. So console gaming, like PS4 and Xbox One and things like that. I mean, I don't know about Xbox One, probably though. Xbox One maybe, but PS4 you could you know live stream to YouTube and Twitch, and it runs at a really good HD, not 4K, but it runs in HD. So that's good. That's great. But when you're recording, you can only record for about an hour, and then problems will happen. Now, what about your older consoles, like the Wii, the PS3? Well, with that, you're going to have to buy a capture card. Yeah, and a lot of times capture cards, you're going to need a computer anyway. So, I mean, why not just do that? Well, I mean, that's fine and all, do whatever it is that you want to do. That's perfectly fine. But another problem that comes up is sometimes certain games cannot be recorded on PS4 for certain reasons. Oh, I can't live stream Love Live, Home Meeting, whatever the fuck that game's called, for copyrighted music and things like that. And also the Hatsune Miku game. Yeah, you can record it, but it has no audio on the game's end. So, I mean, that's not really going to do you much good. However, on PC, we got options, bitch. So some of the options are, OBS. I fucking love OBS. That alone is why you should definitely get a computer. But again, you have to make sure that your graphics are up to par, your RAM and everything. You gotta make sure it's all good. And perfectly fine for recording and live streaming. And you also need to make sure your internet's pretty good too for, live streaming. But with OBS, damn, there's so much customization there, for recording and live streaming. And you can't just live stream to YouTube and Twitch. You can live stream to Facebook. You can stream, I think, to Twitter. I don't know. You can stream to a bunch of different sites. And if it doesn't support, if it's not on the list, I think you can make your own. So if you wanted to, you can fucking live stream to Pornhub. I don't know. I mean, you can do that. That's a lot of options right there. Now, there's live stream things. Also, by the way, you can also record while you're live streaming. You can live stream while you're recording. And you can do both at the same time. And there's a lot of options for file formats. So, if you like MP4 over AVI, well, you got that. If you like AVI over MP4, like I do, there you go. Go with AVI. If you want to do some fucking foreign, video file that nobody knows about, it's fucking sacred to the land of the fuckers, well, there you go. I mean, there's a lot of options there. And it's really good. You can run things at 60 frames per second. It's really easy to use, really easy to do face cams. It's a lot easier to record certain things and do this and do that. So, yeah. I mean, PC is really good for that. But if you want to do things like Streamlabs, because some people do live streaming with, Streamlabs and things like that, there you go. And some people want to do live streaming on Twitch and only Twitch, so they download an extension for their computer or something like that where they can do that. So there's a lot of options for live streaming and video capturing, but also video editing as well. yeah, the PS4 has, what's it called? Share Factory, where you can edit your videos and things like that. But, however, that is limited to what you can do. Editing software on PC, though, like Sony Vegas and VideoPad Editor and Photoshop and After Effects and things like that, there you go. That's all you really need if you're experienced or you want to know more. But they have something for everybody. People that are really experienced in editing, people that are not experienced editing at all, or people that are in the middle. Like, yeah, I know a few things, but I don't know everything, For me, I like to use VideoPad Editor for obvious reasons. It's a lot easier for me to edit videos and do that kind of shit. But I will at some point try my hand at, Adobe stuff and also, more Sony Vegas if I feel like I can do it. But, that's just the base for video editing. There's websites out there that will edit your videos for you. There are, different things you can do on PC that you cannot do on console. Now let's talk about downloading. Oh, yeah. Downloading things on PC is a lot better than console as well. Console, yeah, you can download a few things, but let's take a look at the PS4. The PS4 cannot download anything from the browser at all. Unless you consider screenshots to be something, but I don't consider screenshotting to be downloading. Yeah, you're taking a screenshot of what's happening on Facebook or on on the internet. You want to take a picture of something that's happening on the browser, but the problem with that is that's very limited. And on PC, you can download everything. You can download zip files, you can download RAR files, you can download ISO files, you can download torrent files, JPEGs, GIFs, MP4s, AVIs, you name it, you can download it on fucking PC. You want to get a song pack for Stepmania? Oh, yeah, baby, you can download that shit as well. There's a lot of things you can download, and I love it. And even if that's the case, there are certain things that you can still download even though technically you're not normally allowed to do so. You want to download porn? Well, there are a few websites for that. Where you can just copy the link or URL, same thing really, the video you want to download to your computer or something, and there you go. It's good. And depending on your RAM and your internet and everything else, it could go so fucking fast. It'll feel like you didn't even download it. That's how fast we're talking. But yeah. So ultimately, my thoughts on console versus PC. I don't care one way or another. Yeah, I prefer PC gaming because of the options and because there's so many games you can play. It's easier to record, and I can overlook the flaws that PC gaming has, where you have to get if you want to play a certain game, you gotta make sure your computer is up to par, graphics card wise and RAM wise and things like that, storage and whatnot. I can overlook that, all for the sake of ease, relative ease. In addition to that, I also love all the modding that could be done on, PC that can't really be done on console. in addition to that as well, I also love on PC the fact that it's just so easily available. You can buy a computer anywhere. Same way you could buy a game console, but, I mean, it's whatever. But with that being said, I also enjoy some console gaming. My thoughts on the whole, PC versus console war that's going on, and it has been going on for a while. Just shut the fuck up and play your fucking video games. It doesn't matter if it's on console or not. It doesn't matter if someone enjoys console gaming over PC gaming. It doesn't matter if someone enjoys fucking mobile gaming over PC or console. It doesn't matter if they enjoy handhelds like DS or fucking whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, in a way, they're all gamers to me. In my personal opinion, everybody is a video gamer if they, if they play a lot of games. It doesn't matter what platform it is. It doesn't matter what they do or say. I mean, they're gamers, pretty much. And they need to be respected. I think the whole console versus PC thing is stupid. I mean, let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. If they enjoy playing on console, let them play on console. If they enjoy PC gaming, let them play PC gaming. If they enjoy mobile gaming, let them enjoy it. Handheld, same thing. If they want to play fucking, Masturbation Simulator 2015, let them. It doesn't matter. Okay, video games are still video games at the end of the day. I mean, I am really impartial. I will play anything on any console. I don't care, whether it be PC or whatever. And technically, let me be a real nerd for a second. Technically speaking, PC is also a console. Yeah. I said that. PC is technically a console. Now, my thoughts on it all, as well, is that desktop is more of a console than laptop. Laptop is more of a handheld because it's more portable. But console, I think of it as a desktop. Because, I mean, think about it. You're still playing video games. And a PC is just like one giant console that's trying to connect to each other, right? It's trying to connect to everything and all the parts and things like that. But I think, again, it's a console, and I think PC should be treated as such. So again, stop with the fucking hate PC gamers if you're a console gamer, and if you're a PC gamer, stop with the hate of console gamers. It doesn't fucking matter. We are all gamers, okay? We all like video games. And nobody's in the right or in the wrong for liking something more than something else. Like, I'm not in the right or wrong at all for liking PC over console. Because I enjoy console as well. And I think a lot more people should as well. And I think, there are times that, and also one thing I forgot to mention in this video was the pricing. You're spending a whole bunch of money on a PC, but all you really need to do is spend money on a console, like a PS4 or something like that, and there you go. PS4s, from what I've seen, still go for like $300. Get a game for a PS4, and there you go. Some downloaded games for free, and there you go. That's all you really need. But some people spend upwards of a couple $1,000s just for a gaming PC with all the latest specs and things like that may or may not actually be the latest. But yeah, I mean, console gaming is cheaper, but it's still fun to do. It's still fun to play console games. It's really good. So anyways, guys and gals, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like if it's fun too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams. And whatever the fuck else I do. Follow me on Twitch, because I do some live streams on there occasionally. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, people, and bro hoof.